Every journey begins here, in the ordinary world, a realm that feels safe, yet stifling. We find ourselves in the routines and rhythms of our lives, as if bound to the familiar by invisible chains. But deep within this stillness lies a question, a whisper that beckons us to look beyond. Is there more to life than this? Joseph Campbell called this phase of existence the ordinary world, a threshold where heroes dwell before they embark on their quests. He believed that we must be willing to get rid of the life that we've planned, so as to have the life that is waiting for us. This notion resonates through every myth, where the call to adventure often stirs from the heart of the mundane. These stories, our myths, are more than mere entertainment. They are reflections of our own inner lives, speaking to the timeless search for meaning. In each tale, from Frodo's tranquil Shire to Gilgamesh's epic quests, we see the ordinary transformed into the extraordinary. They compel us to ask, what lies beyond the world we know? So join me as we step forward together, exploring how these ancient stories illuminate our paths. Together, we'll seek the answers hidden in the ordinary, for it is in the understanding where we begin that we truly discover where we're meant to go. The ordinary world often provides a sense of security and stability, a comforting refuge from the chaos of life. But comfort can also become a mask. Concealing the deeper truths that await those willing to look beyond its protective facade. Characters like Frodo in The Lord of the Rings, Gilgamesh in the Epic of Gilgamesh, and Odysseus in the Odyssey illustrate how the familiar world can be both nurturing and limiting, acting as both a sanctuary and a prison for those who find themselves caught between peace and purpose. Frodo's idyllic life in the Shire represents the peace many of us seek, a world of simple pleasures, close-knit relationships, and a freedom from the burdens of adventure. This pastoral life is Frodo's ideal world, untainted by danger or ambition. Yet, it's precisely this comfort that becomes a double-edged sword. As Carl Jung observed, what you resist persists. Frodo's reluctance to leave the Shire is not merely a hesitation to embark on an adventure. It is a deeper resistance to growth itself. His eventual departure signifies the essential break from the illusion that comfort alone can fulfill us, revealing that true fulfillment often lies beyond the familiar. Frodo's experience mirrors our own struggles with the comfort zone. The Shire represents the part of ourselves that clings to routine and familiarity, fearing the unknown. But like Frodo, we may find that this attachment to the ordinary can stifle our growth, blinding us to the vastness of potential beyond our comfort zones. As we confront the restlessness within, we're challenged to ask ourselves, are we truly living or merely existing? Are the comforts we cling to truly serving our growth? or are they lulling us into complacency? Gilgamesh's journey begins in the comfortable domain of his kingship, where power, wealth, and privilege surround him. Yet, despite his apparent invincibility, he experiences an existential emptiness, a void that can't be filled by the comforts of his kingdom. It is only when he meets Enkidu, a figure embodying the raw vitality of life, that Gilgamesh realises his ordinary existence has left him unprepared for life's deeper realities. This encounter forces him to confront mortality and the limitations of his control. As philosopher Søren Kierkegaard suggested, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Gilgamesh's story reminds us that while we may find safety in the ordinary, true understanding and growth often require a confrontation with our own fragility and the courage to seek meaning beyond what is comfortable. Gilgamesh teaches us that the ordinary world can create an illusion of security, shielding us from the questions that truly matter. We too may seek comfort in status, possessions, or routine, yet these external validations cannot protect us from the existential questions that surface when life's predictability is shattered. His story encourages us to confront our own illusions, reminding us that meaningful transformation often begins when we step outside our comfort zones and allow ourselves to be vulnerable to life's deeper truths. Odysseus' journey is unique in that his heart continually yearns for the ordinary world he left behind. Although a celebrated hero, he is driven by a longing for home, a desire to return to his wife Penelope and the familiar comforts of Ithaca. His odyssey is marked by challenges and temptations, from the siren song to the lure of Calypso's island, each symbolising distractions from his true purpose. As Odysseus battles these temptations, he demonstrates the strength required to reject the illusions of comfort and pleasure that could prevent him from fulfilling his true desire for reunion and belonging. His journey reflects Plato's concept of anamnesis, the idea that we are always seeking a return to our truest selves, striving for a unity that lies beyond the transient allure of the world. Odysseus' story resonates with our own experiences of distraction and temptation, which often pull us away from our goals and values. His journey shows us that while comfort and pleasure can be enticing, they can also divert us from our profound aspirations. In our lives, the search for purpose often requires the discipline to resist instant gratification and the commitment to stay the course despite life's myriad distractions. Like Odysseus, we are called to reflect on what home means for us, whether it's a physical place, a sense of belonging, or a state of authenticity within ourselves. Maximus, the Roman general and gladiator, epitomises the struggle between the comforts of the ordinary and the call to greatness. In his role as general, he embodies loyalty, honour, and the love of family. Yet, these familiar comforts are brutally stripped away through betrayal, thrusting Maximus into a harsh, new reality. What follows is a journey of resilience as he learns that the world he cherished was an illusion. Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." For Maximus, it is the loss of the familiar that forces him to search within for strength, revealing the true path to meaning lies not in clinging to comfort, but in confronting the uncertainty and adversity that shapes character. Maximus's story reminds us that sometimes it takes a seismic shift to awaken us from complacency. Often, we cling to the routines and identities that feel safe, yet they may no longer serve us. It often takes a profound loss or challenge to propel us forward, just as Maximus is forced to reckon with a reality that doesn't match his previous life. We too may need to experience change to uncover our resilience and redefine our purpose.
Nothing happens to anyone that he is not fitted by nature to bear.
His story reveals that true strength emerges from the courage to let go and trust the process of becoming.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
In Fight Club, the narrator's life reflects a cycle of monotonous routines, embodying the shallow comforts of consumerism. His struggle reveals the alienation many feel within modern society, a sense of disconnection that stems from living by societal expectations rather than personal meaning. His journey becomes one of rebellion.
You can't smoke in here.
Against this sedative lifestyle, pushing him toward a deeper, albeit darker, awakening.
And I used to be such a nice guy.
The philosopher, Jean-Paul Sartre, spoke of the anguish of freedom, the unsettling awareness that we are responsible for giving our own lives meaning.
Listen to me. You have to consider the possibility that God does not like you. He never wanted you. In all probability, he hates you. This is not the worst thing that can happen. It isn't. We don't need him.
The narrator's battle against his ordinary existence exemplifies the necessity of breaking free from cultural sedation, challenging us to face the discomfort that comes with authentic self-discovery.
I am enlightened.
The narrator's journey speaks to the alienation we sometimes feel when we're caught in the web of routine and societal expectations. His story is a reminder that self-discovery often requires questioning the normal and the comforts we accept without thought. By looking beyond the material and confronting our authentic needs, we move closer to an understanding of who we truly are, free from the influences that keep us bound. Ultimately, the comfort of the ordinary world is both a sanctuary and a prison. While it provides solace, it can also prevent us from embracing the full spectrum of our lives. Martin Heidegger described this state as inauthentic existence, in which we avoid confronting the real nature of our lives by adhering to routines and expectations. However, by recognising the duality of our ordinary worlds, we prepare ourselves for the transformative journeys that lie ahead. Like the heroes in these stories, we must be willing to leave the confines of comfort if we are to live a life that is deeply fulfilled, embracing the uncertainty that leads to true understanding and self-discovery.